Welcome back to Cabin View Firewood. So I'm doing a little cleanup on the side-by-side this morning because I sold it and it's going to be leaving today. Now, it's a little bittersweet. This has been a great machine for me to have on the property. It's really good at, running little tasks like hauling firewood, reloading the firewood stand, a lot of the gardening work that we do, but I'm just not using it quite as much as I thought I would. The original plan when I bought this, right before I started the firewood business, I thought I was gonna haul all the wood I would sell off of my property. And any of you guys that are in the business know that it's very hard to be profitable that way because of how time consuming it is. So what I ended up doing is I buy 99% of the firewood that I resell, either in log form from log trucks or dump trailer loads. I even buy, cords of already split wood that I'll process down a little bit smaller and use that for my bundles. So I decided it was time to sell this and reinvest the money. There's some other equipment that I could use for the firewood business. We're going to talk a little more about that later on in this video because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to end up getting. There are two pieces of equipment that I have my eye on, but I am looking for something pre-owned, something a little more cost effective, and it's almost going to come down to what pops up first. But I almost want to get some input from any of you guys out there that own any of this stuff. So let me finish getting this cleaned up and then we're going to talk a little more about that. We're just doing a rough cleanup. This thing was in pretty good shape because I just washed it before we got all that snow for the winter. And everything is still pretty frozen even though it is really warming up. I mean, today it is about 40 degrees right now. The sun is shining and the snow is melting. So we're kind of in for a little stretch of warm weather here. And then I'm sure it'll get cold again because it is not even February yet. And it has been a cold, snowy winter so far. All right, guys, this side-by-side is gone. So here we are, loading up with the good old wagon. We gotta make do with what we got now. All right, let's get some more. I want to take a quick pit stop here at the tractor and talk some safety. Now, this is something that I always carry with me. I usually have a couple of these outside. I always carry one in the tractor. I carried one in the side-by-side, and that is a tourniquet. These things are cheap and they can save your life, especially with the kind of work that we do. So You know, a lot of times I'm out here by myself, I'm working on my day off, my wife's at work, my kids are at school, you know, I'm working around the tractor, I'm cutting firewood with the chainsaw, you know, I'm splitting wood with the Wolf Ridge or by hand. So just a lot of danger can come when you're working around heavy equipment and you're producing firewood. So these things, I can't say enough good things about them, because when you're by yourself, this could easily save your life. If you get a major injury where you have a major bleed, you know, you're gonna need this thing. So, you know, this could get you by until real help can arrive. So always have a cell phone on you, and I encourage all of you that work outside, work in the firewood business, work around heavy equipment, get some tourniquets. I mean, it's not even a bad idea if you're out cutting. Just stick one in your back pocket or in your toolkit if you like to carry a little wedge bag. These things could easily fit on there, or you could even Velcro them to the outside. But this is one of the best safety features you could have on you, besides your typical safety gear: helmet, glasses, chaps, gloves, all that good stuff. Get a good tourniquet. I want to get a couple more bags brought down to the roadside stand. So while I'm loading these up, we'll talk equipment. All right, so now that the side-by-side is gone, what am I going to replace it with? And I don't quite know yet. So there are two pieces of equipment that I'm looking for. One would be a mini excavator. The other one would be a stand-on skid steer. I could use both almost equally, so I think I've got plenty of work for either one of them. Now the mini excavator, I've got a lot of dirt moving to do around here. You know, I want to widen and lengthen this log yard. I have a couple trees I want to take out. I want to cut into the hillside in front of me here and push it off to this side. So if I could add, you know, 4, 5, 6 feet up here, that would really go a long way in giving me some extra room that I desperately need. Plus all the other stuff you can do with the mini excavator in the firewood business. They're just nice to have for handling logs, even splitting. So would be a very valuable tool for me. The stand-on skid steer, again, this is a smaller area, so having a piece of equipment that can easily maneuver in a tight spot and lift what they can, I just would have endless uses for that thing. You know, moving materials around the property, you can almost use one to replace the side-by-side, being able to lift totes and load them into the truck or the trailer. And I can use them for firewood deliveries. So I'm really starting to add up the totes. I'm gonna keep buying them as I can find them, because I love being able to split right into those totes and then move them to dry. When it comes time to sell them, it's easy to just load them onto the trailer or the truck and go do a delivery. So I think what I'm gonna do here is just keep my eye out for either one, wait for something to come along that's in my price range and is in pretty good shape, and then pull the trigger on it. So stay tuned, I guess. Now, if any of you guys, I would love to hear from any of you guys that have one or both. You know, if you have any input, I would love to hear your opinions on them. Now I'm looking for used because I'm trying to stay within a certain budget, and I don't really want to spend the money on a new one, because, you know, a new stand-on skid steer is about $40,000 for like a Bobcat or the Kubota. Now there's lots of them out there that are in that price range. And, you know, an excavator, a 2.5 ton, you know, you're going to spend anywhere between $40,000 and $50,000, depending on if it has a cab. You know, if it's a 3.5 ton, you're going to be up around $60,000. So I'd rather split that budget and get 2 used pieces of equipment, because As long as they're well maintained, you can get a lot of life out of them. This is like putting a puzzle together sometimes. I think I can get this one in there. All right, we got 3 more bags. I'll probably put together one more. Go grab some of my other, from the other pile I have, but finally got this skid out of my way. All right, I'm gonna load up one more bag, split a little more wood, and then probably call it quits for today. We've got some really nasty winds whipping through here right now. So, all right, guys, I'm going to keep this one kind of short. Today's Wednesday. I want to try to get this posted by Friday because this weekend on Saturday, Messick's has their open house. So if any of you guys are in this Mountjoy area, let me know if you're going. We'd love to say hi. I know, Mike from Outdoors with the Morgans is supposed to be there. I think Log Cabin Firewood is going. So really looking forward to meeting some of these guys, picking their brains a little bit, and hopefully getting some good ideas for the firewood business. But that's going to wrap things up. I appreciate you guys being here. See you on the next one.